As jy pas by ons aangesluit het, dan het jy nou die eerste deel van my gesprek met Dr. Lizelle de Wee gemis oor gender-based violence, maar ons sit die onderwerp nou terug. En dit is natuurlik die geweld wat mans veral teen vroue pleeg. Voor ons gebreek het jy verwys na hoe dat familie en vriende baie keer na die slagoffer kyk. So wat sal jou boodskap vanaand wees aan mense wat dalk nie simpatiek genoeg is teenoor die slagoffers nie?
Yeah, Heinrich, sometimes it's sad to realize that families are complicit in these crimes, meaning that they actually add to victim blaming and shaming victims. So I would say in a nutshell, I would say to families, don't take for granted if somebody works up the courage psychologically and otherwise to speak up against this and to say, you know, this is what's going home in the privacy of my home. Yeah. Please believe me, understand me. I would say speak truth to power and support rather than necessarily criticize and question.
En jy weet ook dat baie keer word daaraan vir die vrou gesê, maar hoorie, waartoe gaan jy nou, bly nou maar daar. Dis ook seker net wanneer hy dronk is wat hy dit doen, hè.
I mean, that's exactly the case that happened to me as well. As a woman that's in the context of marriage, you are encouraged to work out the issues and not walk away because, you know. So unfortunately, that then adds to it places responsibility yet back again on the victim, you know, or the survivor of this experience. Yeah.
Aanvaar jy, Lizelle, dat daar toch gevalle is sonder om asseblief verskonings te maak vir jonger mans byvoorbeeld, of ouer mans wat hulle skuldig maak aan GBV, dat die man of die jong man een of ander experience kon gehad het wat hom gewelddadig maak, wat hom so laat optree? Of klink dit ook na verskoning?
In 'n mate ja en nee, but understand that we live in a highly patriarchal society. South Africa, we're very religious, we are very traditional, and we very deeply entrenched in our cultural belief systems. And generally speaking, culturally, South Africa is highly patriarchal in how we socialize our boys and men.
Is geweld nie ook deel van daai kultuur nie?
Absolutely, because, you know, we're telling our boys, be strong, don't cry, be fearless, take on leadership, and we tell them that for a good 20, 30 years. So when they turn around and actually exercise some of those practices in their houses, we are surprised. Yet we instill those values in boys and young men from a very young age onwards. And then when they actually go and materialize what it is that we teach them, we are surprised.
Moet gesprekke, nou dat jy van teach praat, gesprekke met vroue of jonger meisies oor hoe dat hulle nie moet toelaat dat hulle geboelie word, deur 'n boyfriend rondgepluk word, of wat dit ook al mag wees nie. Moet daai gesprek apart gebeur van met die seun praat en sê, jy moet altyd die vrou, die meisie respekteer. Ek wil amper sê asof dit jou ma is.
I think it depends on the particular household and the particular setting, but I think, you know, we can school women and we can empower women until the cows come home. Essentially, the onus rests on men to be socialized differently. So understand there is something about masculinity and the South African masculine that is very strongly associated with a strong position of leadership and having to demonstrate their leadership through power and aggression and violence. And that's strongly associated with how we deem masculinity, which unfortunately in the South African context has become quite toxic.
Jy het vroeër die uitdrukking gebruik dat van 'n man wat met sy vuiste praat, en ek was geïnteresseerd om te weet hoekom nie net sê 'n man wat slaan nie, hoekom amper 'n metafoor gebruik daarvoor?
Because there's a perception that perhaps it's not enough to just speak, but let me show you what it is that I'm trying to say. So it goes back to our understanding of gendered roles, how we understand women need to behave in a society and men need to behave. So that then is at the ultimate, I would say, at the epitome of that conversation where a man might feel in a relationship, but she's not listening to me. So let me show her if she doesn't listen, or if she doesn't behave womanly enough, or in this or whichever other way it is that he's trying to get her to behave in.
So ons tyd is nou ongelukkig op, maar ek het gewonder of jy net dalk in een sin vir my kan sê, wat sal 'n mooi manier wees om met perpetrators te praat? As daar ooit kan wees.
We need to interrogate how it is we do masculinity in South Africa. We need to really unpack and deconstruct the way in which we see and understand the masculine. It's time we have that conversation.
Ek waardeer dit dat jy vanaand kom saamgesels het en ook nie gehuiwer het om jou persoonlike ervaring met ons te deel nie. Lizelle?